It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Hey everyone, this is Desmond Howard and welcome back to Road to Glory. Before we get started, feel free to look around and customize the RTG settings to your liking. The brand new high school experience has been enabled by default, but this setting, as well as custom conferences, can be modified. Also, This is where you can import a team builder team that is only available for your high school.
Pawlik from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
They'll run it to the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins want to move quickly. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. With jet sweep pass. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and short, the power run here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this is a guy that can find... in the yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Bruins getting set on first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Sellers. Might be looking to run. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the play.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, they're after him. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Finds his back in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bruins are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. On the run, fires downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. with the catch. It's Herbert. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving away from pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
That's caught. It's Robinson. The stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. To it for the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the... as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, turning it on, all the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go up top on second and short. He's got it down the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
A little screen to the running back. It's a seam wide open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field for it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Give to the running back. There he goes. Spin move. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Yeah, I got nothing for you, RD. I mean, you start to run backwards. Maybe you think you can outrun everybody on the field and you're faster than everybody, but either way, that play went nowhere. Actually, it went somewhere. It went really far backwards.
Catch in the middle. It's sharp. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throwing right. It's caught. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Wants to throw on first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, it's out! I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the...
Fires one high and deep. Wide open spaces. Touchdown LSU! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Oh, out of space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. He might want another play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll... Fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
He's got it along the sideline. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass, it's Carr. Gonna let it fly. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Bauman. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. He gave up.
He's got it. 1st down and more. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Here comes the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now on the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. The way you finish a drive and put up points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. makes a connection. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Grab near the marker. It's Bauman. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets rid of it. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Carr. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense is within striking distance.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. a total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He's going up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house makes it. Touchdown, Irish!
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jeff. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. Number 1. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab down the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he should.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The running back looking for room. Turning on the Jets. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give out of the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Gets away. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go back to the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Touch pass on the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
He's going to take off. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Georgia. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Going to try to get it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Plows through the defense. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. The short hand, it's Thomas. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And some room to work. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll immediately call timeout.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking for his man. Makes the grab. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative, but again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one?
He's loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got some room, it was over.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some ease.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Bruins! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got the quick pass. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Sellers. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's move it.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They boot it away on fourth down. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll be brought down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Now rolling to the left. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended over far.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And